Hey guys, Jenna here. Good morning. Today is Monday. Oh, it's, it's Monday the 27th. Okay. Anyways, today is going to be the first day of my deck watch campaign. We are using the old version today because I have not broken in my virgin deck yet. Because I want to take stock photos before I do any of that jazz. Anywho, so here's a campaign. So I'm going to come on. I'm going to do daily readings again. With the goal of getting them down to the 3 minute mark, under 3 minutes, whatever, whoop de woo. First few will probably be long because, I don't know, maybe I got a lot to say, maybe I don't. Anyways, we're going to do daily card pulls from my deck, Healing the Chakras, in which I just did my first bulk order of. I did my little edits to it. Like I said, this is the old version. Really didn't change much. Everything's basically the same with the exception of my font. Put some numbers, fix some typos, updated card stock, all that jazz. And all the boxes are they're being hand painted. So there's going to be 7 decks for sale, only 7. And each box is custom painted to each chakra. So there's one root, one crown, one throat, one solar plexus, so on and so forth, right? They're turning out really good so far. They're not fully ready, but when they are, I'll let you guys know and I'll drop them on my Etsy. I keep looking over there in the corner because they're over right there and I kind of want to show you guys, but I have to hop up just for a second. If you give me just a moment here. Oops. Sorry, my microphone. Okay. These are not finished products yet. But anyways, can you see how sparkly they are? Okay. Anywho, I shall do a reveal later. As far as astrologically speaking, there's some big shit going on. So, if you're one of the people who wants to make the world a better place, or you are like a light worker or a humanitarian, or you do anything that helps benefit society in any way whatsoever, now is really the time to step up. The North nodes just switched from the Pisces Virgo axis to the Aquarius and Leo axis. So South node is in Leo, North node is in Aquarius. The Aquarius, it's all about innovation, the collective, anything you can do along those lines. That theme is going to be present for the next 2 years. Also, the Lionsgate portal just opened, which is why I'm aligning my stuff here. Last week we had the Barbaros basket or whatever, whoop de whoop. Lionsgate just opened up, which is the Sirius Star portal, whatever. Really, really good time for manifestation, anything financial, anything like that. And Saturn just went retrograde. So we're out of Mercury retrograde, which is good. I personally love Mercury retrogrades. They're always up level periods for me. This one was a little bit rough. It was great, actually. I'm so grateful for literally everything, but I had to deal with a lot of stuff, emotional stuff dredged up, and Cancer, all things related to the home or whatever. But I made such good strides, and anyways, it was perfect. Definitely up leveled. But anyways, the Saturn. So we're still kind of in the shadow period of the Mercury retrograde, right? And then Saturn just went retrograde, and it's retrograde in Aries, and it's going to be there until December. So if you're somebody who Saturn is all about the planet of karma. Daddy Saturn's also very slow. So this energy, it's really good to work with. Anything that you have as a long-term goal, chunk it down into smaller bits and start doing something daily towards it. That's going to be the best way to work with the energy. You just want to be making progress, slow progress. If you are doing nothing, you might end up receiving, I don't want to say karmic backlash from it, but Stagnancy is not good. Just make your small movements. And I promise if you commit to doing something now, every single day through like December, it's going to put you in a completely different spot. Think about it as small, tiny little tasks that you can do, not big, large arm surmounting changes. You could do a large arm surmounting changes, just try to break it down a little bit further into something you can do daily. Say you're somebody who, mm, let's go with home improvement, right? Uh, you can't you can't remodel the kitchen and do a new bathroom and get yourself this like big old gazebo thing that you want outside and redo the guest bedroom or like whatever it is, right? You have to pick one thing at a time, but it's all under the umbrella of your home improvement, right? So just do one little thing every day. So maybe start with the kitchen, and that would be like my daily. You commit to. I like doing it, as somebody who is like an entrepreneur or whatever. I call it like a PPA, a profit producing activity, once a day. So that would be like making something in this and this and this. Obviously, if you're not thinking about it with your business lens and it's about something else, it would be like, say it's about the home improvement. So your one activity you would do every day, like today you can go online to Home Depot and look at the backsplash tiles and be like, yeah, I kind of want this, and start thinking about your color scheme. And then, the next day, then whatever, decide your paint color. And like, you know what I'm saying? Like the color scheme, I feel like would be a whole one day thing. But nonetheless, break it down into smaller chunks, because oftentimes we bite off more than we can chew. Like I say, I always bite off more than I can chew often, but it's like I will actually chew it. It just takes me a really long time. So, anyways, if you want to eat your whole plate, then eat your whole plate, but don't eat your bread and your mashed potatoes and your vegetables and your steak and everything all at the same time, because, like it might be kind of hard to chew. Might be a little hard to swallow. It might be a little uncomfortable to digest if you don't chew and really get all of your nutrients out of your food as it goes through your body. So whatever it is that you are working on from now until then, just break it down. Break it down. No, that's not. No, that's not. Okay. Without further ado, I bring to you. I'm going to do a reading. I think I explained to you guys the campaign. Oh, I'm going to run it for 7 weeks. Which times it where I'm gonna run it through my birthday. And then I'm like, I'm on the fence about whenever my boxes get done, as I get done listing them, or making everybody wait until my birthday and just making them available then and doing it like an actual deck drop. Anyways, I have other projects that I'm like needing to incorporate into this, but like I said, it's just not ready. That would be like me shoving the whole steak in my mouth when I'm still fucking eating my vegetables. Okay. Let's face it. My micronutrients of this project would be my little daily tiny readings. And once I get them down to shorter amounts, um, it's like the working smarter, not harder thing. Because I love to get on here and just, you know, get the whole message out and everything. However, sometimes people don't have time to sit down and watch a 15-minute video, and that's exactly why the algorithms are designed to do the short stints of the videos, which I can do. I just like doing this more. But anyways, I'm going to keep this type of ambiance up, but I'm just going to funnel it into different containers. Not that I won't still come on like my YouTube and do like really big readings or whatever. I'm just not going to do really big readings and mass cross post them across all my social medias. You guys are just going to get the little dailies. So if you like the big in-depth, full-on divination style readings, please check out my YouTube. It's Gypsy Artist Tarot. If you click my little links or whatever, you'll be able to find it right there in my link tree. I have direct links to it. So, you to do, but I want to start branching out more with some of my other projects and leaning more into like the teaching aspect that I know everybody seems to enjoy. Because nobody really likes divination too much. Some of y'all, but most of y'all like just wanted to hear me ramble. And we can ramble, but we can ramble about useful things that will teach you something that's practical that will help your lives. Out of the generosity of my own heart, I would like to make this world a fucking better place. So this is my ploy to the world. And, speaking of the north nodes and whoop-de whoop-de woo. So my north node is in Sagittarius, which is the philosopher, right? And so it is like part of my core purpose in this lifetime for me to follow that. And there's a couple of more aspects of it that, pops into it. Like my Jupiter is in Virgo, and that's really, service, like a lot of daily routines and corporations, but like I really generally just want people to live happy, healthy lives and enjoy the time that you're here. So if there's any little thing that I can do to help people shift their perspective to think about the world in a different way, that's really my only fucking goal. And so long as I am doing that, I'm within the realm of everything I need to do. Sorry, step up for a second. I'm just laughing. Anyways, so that's where my personal North Node placement it is. But the overall astrological influence, North Node's now moved into Aquarius, and Aquarius is the innovator, So really, there's no better time for me to step into service than now, especially like so south node is in Chiron, or the south node is in Leo. My only Leo placement in Western astrology is my Chiron. And anyways, I just have this big old fear of being seen. I know it seems silly because I get on the internet, but anyways, that's how Chiron works though. So it's like your greatest strength actually comes from your greatest, wound, your greatest fear. So nonetheless. Lots of energy around the third eye. So it's like, it's being highlighted to me that right now, what you're visualizing is like really, really important, especially during this Lionsgate portal. I personally love working with this energy. But I would, not only think about what foundation you're laying for like the next 2 years when the north and south nodes, whatever, whoop de woo. But this Saturn retrograde, I don't know. It's really being highlighted. Um, it's really being highlighted. So maybe through, the next week or two, sit down and really think about what it is you're trying to do to better your life, and also like release things that are no longer serving you. The thing is about Saturn. So it is he's the planet of karma, right? Karma is good or bad. So if you're somebody who's been doing the work, you're going to start reaping a lot of karmic rewards. And that's beautiful. It's a great thing. Soak it in, we love to see it. If you are somebody who has been being a dirtbag, stop. Like, stop. Okay. Look at what you're doing. Look at your habits. Look at your dailies. Look at, how you treat and talk and think about people and yourself, and especially on yourself. Okay. Let's not be hard on ourselves. Let's go about our lives and our opinions of ourselves in the best light possible, not to negate our darkness. You actually have to love your darkness and your light. And until you can do that and you can incorporate both aspects of yourself and love them fully and embrace them, temper the dark into the light, is the ultimate goal. And less your darkness is needed to protect yourself, then, of course. But nonetheless, if you're somebody who has weavered too far down the dirtbag path, you can look at it before karma really fucking smacks it to you and be like, okay, this is where I need to make changes. Be honest with yourself. loving with yourself and accepting. And just, you can't change something until you can fucking accept that you need to change something first. You know what I'm saying? So, anyways, that's my little stint. We're going to keep the rest of these videos short to the best of my ability. So, anyways, I'm actually really excited. While I'm just rambling, I'll just kind of update y'all on my own little tidbits of shadow work. So like I've been kind of on my hiatus or whatever. Um, I did some deep shadow work, and then I really sat in a container sitting with myself, and that was beautiful. And then I started forcing myself out into the world, and that has been so beautiful. And anyways, instead of mingling with everybody online, I've been going out and like actually mingling with people in person. And anyways, I'm having a really good summer. And there's almost something like kind of magical in a sense of being able to believe in something better than you're currently seeing or that you are experiencing. So, in this sense, it is kind of like, um, and just like the summer and this and that, and if you know me personally, like I've been went through a lot of stuff in like the last year since last summer, like. Ooh, my July was wild. Okay, um, absolutely wild. Beautiful though, nonetheless. And I really had to like sit with myself and do what I was saying, accept the parts of myself and this and this and that, and whatever and all that fun stuff. But nonetheless, I've been mingling more, and that's been fun. My life's been magical. The way little things have lined up is just magical. But it's in my belief, like I'm just thinking about where exactly I was last year this time, and I was doing something similar. I was actually doing like a daily videos thing, but that was like when Mercury was in retrograde in Leo, and I was trying to help my Chiron, whatever. I'm so glad I did it. It was super freaking helpful. But nonetheless, I decided, or I took a scope at my life, and I was like, this isn't where I want to be. This isn't, how I want my daily quid pro quo to go. So I made some changes, and I'm so fucking happy that I did. And it's just like believing in that little sense of magic and really like holding the vision for what you can perceive out. Like it's kind of what you can perceive out into the world. All you really got to do after that is just take these tiny little steps every day, and eventually you're going to be exactly where you need to be. Okay, sorry, I'm back. Try not to let distractions get the best of you during this time period. And, let's see if I can hurry up and finish this video because I'm already at 19 minutes. So this is not going to be a daily check-in. I say let's do it a check-in for this freaking Saturn retrograde in combination with the Lion's Gate. The planting seeds now, working on something over the next 6 months to reap the karmic rewards once it goes direct. So that's around December time. Or, like I said, if you're somebody who's like falling on the dirtbag path, maybe you can help correct some of the karma before it really bitch slaps you. You know what I'm saying? So, anyways, where do we need to focus our energy in order to embody our highest timeline? The throat chakra. Communication can be very important. I communicate clearly and I express myself authentically, seeking to be understood and consciously creating with precision. Precision. Absolutely. Your words create your reality, your thoughts. What you communicate to others is so important because it's going to mirror back your reality to you. I've been wanting to pull from this guardian angel deck. Like I've been wanting to come on here and do an actual reading with it. So I grabbed one, not a full proper shuffle, but judgment. Let go of your fear of being judged. You are good enough. It is time to release all that you have kept safely locked away in your heart. Your true essence and potential have been restricted by structure and method for long enough. There is no right or wrong way. Just be you. So, okay, I want to get one more. We're already over my time limit. I'm already going to have to edit it. See if I keep it short. 20 minutes, 35 seconds. Courage. Aw. Dare to be different, to make mistakes, create, for it is in creation that you exist. In this world of dreams that stem from the external heart, you are you are one with all creation. All is possible. Go forth and be true to yourself, for it is only through being true to you that you can be true to others. And inspiration. A wave of inspiration and a stream of beautiful ideas are about to enter your aura. It is important that you trust your intuition at this time. Pay attention to unusual thoughts that come to your mind and do not discount your imagination. Many wonderful ideas which have served humanity were initially scoffed or ridiculed. We, your guardian angels, will help you discover ways to apply your ideas and manifest new realities into your life. Oh, I love that so much. But no, seriously, that's exactly what I'm saying. Like, oh, look, positive change. Dare to be different. Again, okay? Like, there's a fucking. Also, the thing about the North Nodes and Aquarius is very unique. So now is like the time. If you're fucking one of them weird woo woo girls, like, step on up. Now is your time. If you are somebody who has a special interest or a hobby that everybody's always like giving you so much crap about, like, now's your time. Show it off. Be you. Like, just put it out there and people are going to love it. It's going to be inspirational. Positive change. Dare to be different. When you are criticized, remember that you will never please anyone. Many brilliant and gifted individuals were not fully appreciated or understood in their own lifetime. Yet it is often they who have sown the seeds of change. Anyways, like I said, one of the most important things that you can do is still believe in magic in your life. You can believe that if what you're seeing every day isn't what you want to see every day, and that you think that there's going to be ways for improvements to happen, and you can see that vision in your mind, then hold on to it. Lean into that. Express it to others. Communicate clearly. Because whatever you speak about is what you are consciously creating. So if you're not fucking conscious about what you're speaking about, knock it off. Wake up. Get with it. Conflict. Feelings which you have suppressed for a very long time are yearning to be acknowledged and expressed. You are torn between what you think is the right thing to do and what your heart wants. And this is the primary cause of stress in your life. We, your angels, urge you to follow your heart. Do what you love, not what you think you should. Okay? Our logical brains are so beautiful. They're such amazing little computers and meticulous, and they can oversee all of the different possibilities and see everything that can go right and everything that can go wrong. And they, gratitude, yeah, something to be so grateful for. Like, it's such a tool, such a resource that we have that. However, it's programmed and it's there to protect you. Um, and your body doesn't want you doing new things. Your body wants you to stay in your same tempo routine so it knows what to expect. Our nervous system's like that, our bodies like that. And let me tell you, our programmed brains fucking love that, especially if you were programmed, as a child, as we all were, because that's just how our fucking brains work. They're little computers, right? So, anyways, whatever your original source code is, if you're never updating that, then you're never going to see anything different in your fucking interface or your fucking monitor, which is the world in which we experience life if our brains are the computers. However, your heart is what actually like powers it. If you were to think about it, if we were like adding in extra fucking, not necessarily like memory, but like, what is it? RAM and gigabyte storage and whatever. I don't build computers, so I don't know anything about it. I'm not that techie, but nonetheless, your heart would be like, what powers it? What navigates it? What, it like feels okay. It's very different. Your brain's like, we do this, we do this, we do this. We've always done this. But sometimes what you've always done is not what you should be doing. Okay. So allow your heart to just kind of navigate you through. And eventually your brain's coding will catch up to these new habits that you're integrating into your life. Starting now, working on it through December. And I think it's going to be really helpful. Yeah, I attract into my life opportunities that allow me to express my true creativity that help me reach my full potential. If you're not ever playing with any other of your energies, or I don't even want to say navigation systems, but kind of like your creative energy in your sacral is very guiding. Your heart chakra and how you feel and what you love and what lights you up is very guiding. Um, but a lot of people, they just focus up here, and I get it. I'm a logical person, so I don't know, but nonetheless, at the same time, I have a little bit of the fucking delulu until it's true. um and I've proved it many times through and through, so like, now that I sound like fucking Mrs. Dr. Seuss, we shall get up off of here. I hope everybody has a beautiful week, and expect to see me up on here harassing y'all. I might have to edit this a little bit so I can cross post it because it's a little long, but that's okay. Okay, love you. Bye.